What being at the NFR as a vendor actually costs. An inside look at what it actually costs my business to be a vendor at Cowboy Christmas at the National Finals Rodeo in Vegas. The NFR is the second biggest event in Vegas. It is the largest concentration of Western lifestyle rodeo lovers in the world. As a maker of Western slanted handbags, it's our nucleus of where we need to be. This will be our 18th year being vendors down in Vegas. Being a major sponsor is an additional cost. I'm going to break that down for you guys. This is what your average vendor is going to pay just to have a booth spot down there. And this is information that I don't think anyone has ever disclosed. These are some good nuggets. Let's just start with the booth cost. We have a 10 by 30 booth in Cowboy Christmas, which is the one that's at the Las Vegas Convention Center. It's the biggest, it's the best, the oldest, the most established, la la la. Our booth itself costs us $8,210. Our booth space where it's located on the red carpet is an additional $40,020. Add that up, it's $48,230. We have to have people working our booth while we're down there because we just can't physically do it ourselves the entire time. So we have employees that fly down. It is a reward for the girls that have worked really hard in retail all year and in other things in the business, the veterans, and they get to go to Vegas. It's a fun trip, but they also work their little heinies off. We were able to find them direct flights from Redmond, Oregon to Las Vegas. We were able to find through Avelo, which is a discount airline that goes direct. Their flights were only $501 this year for all of them. I think there's 6 girls flying. So that was a great year. But the booth does have to be driven down. So Jim, my husband, drives it down with our own rig. You have to factor in some wear and tear though, because in the past we have had to rent a trailer and there was a cost associated with that. I'm going to say $1,000, okay, for the wear and tear on the truck and the trailer. And if anyone's driven in December from Oregon to Las Vegas, you know there's some passes you go over. There's always a tire that gets blown out. There's ice, there's snow. It's always a situation. Let's just say that. Then we have housing. What we do for our girls is we get them a really nice house. There hopefully is like a hot tub or something associated with it, but definitely lots of space. Jim and I stay right next to the convention so that we can be very close. Their house is pretty close too, but we're even closer so that we can just walk right there. And then the girls are staying in their fancy Airbnb. Between the two houses, it's $10,500, which might sound like a lot, but if you consider that we are there, we're renting rooms for over 2 weeks, it's really not that bad. It's not like we're big high rollers or anything. Then we have fuel, $1,800. We always have some upgrades on our booth every year. So this year we reconfigured it. The materials and the labor, because we had to hire some of it out, is $2,250. We also have to pay our employees for their travel during normal work hours. So they normally work from 8 to 4. So any of their travel that is happening during those 8 to 4 hours, we're on the hook for, we pay for that. We also give them per diem. What per diem is they get an amount every day that they are down there working. I think it's somewhere around $70 a day. For the girls down there this year, and how many days, you're looking at $2,275. Then we pay for all of their Ubers. I'm just averaging this and throwing a number out there based on years past. So I'm going to say $1,000 in Uber fees. I also give them all a clothing budget, which I think is pretty rad. And I actually don't know of any other businesses that do this, so I'm pretty proud of this one. I give every girl that works the booth, for every day they're scheduled to work, they get $100. A couple of my girls are actually down there for 10 days. They actually won't work the whole 10 days, but I give them 10 days of wardrobe budget. And so they get $1,000. And this is stuff, there's no parameters on it. It's just buy some cute stuff that you love that you'll hopefully be able to wear again, but you know, it's for Vegas, so bring it to Vegas, please. That comes out to $3,500 for all of them combined. Then we have our wages. A lot of this is going to be overtime because they're coming hot off of a week already back in the shop, the leather shop, flying directly to Vegas, working down there for 5 days, 6 days, flying back home, hitting the ground running back to the leather shop. So there's a lot of overtime that's accrued there. So regular pay plus overtime, we're looking at $8,750. This is, I'm just averaging this based on years past and hours worked and all of that stuff. But you're looking at, just under $9,000. Then we have just some other miscellaneous things. We're always taking somebody important out to dinner, wining and dining somebody. We have people that stop by. We give them product, whatever. Let's just break this down and tell you that this does not include the months and months, I'm talking the whole year, that we have marketing meetings and we come up with strategies. We have giveaways at the show, marketing materials that we purchase for just the show. We have an additional expense of at least least $15,000, probably more like $25,000, but let's just say that. So for us, our all in, just to be there on opening day and the 9 days following that, we have $119,000 invested in the situation. So you can take out my major sponsorship of $40,020. You can take out a few other things. There are vendors down there that work the booth themselves. They're very small or only have like friends or family that come down. So there is some labor and travel expenses, per diem, wardrobe, whatever, that is optional, I would say. But most vendors, even the smallest vendor you see, is going to have $25,000 to $35,000 out of their pocket just to get there. So keep that in mind next time you walk down those aisles. Look at the dollar signs and just acknowledge. And if you happen to be somebody that works for one of the vendors, one of the businesses down there at the finals, just realize the pressure that your boss is under to make sure that this is a good show for them, to make sure that they are able to recover those expenses. Try a little harder. Make sure you're not out till 3 a.m. and show up hungover, because they have a lot on the line and they are really stressed out about the outcome of the show. They love it. They love being there. They know they have to be there, but just know it's a big, big deal that they're there.